So on one end, like, of course, sexuality can be healthy and it can be generative. And it could also be used dissociatively, and it could also be used in a way that's like escapist, right? Um, so I'm wondering, like, when you think about like the healing behind sexuality, I imagine that there's also like a sense of responsibility there. Anyway, I'm curious what you think about like sex and responsibility and recovery and like people who are new.
Yeah, I think that that's a really important topic. I think it's a really deeper conversation to have because I have a lot of opinions about it.
Mhm.
Um, I think context is also important, and the
Absolutely.
awareness of a sexual template is really important, and what triggers, what has historically caused relapse, what is this person, as an individual basis. There are some treatment centers right now in Los Angeles that are really leaps and bounds above and getting in front of this, what you're talking about, and I love it. But I think in general, my opinion is somewhat controversial, but at the same time, I believe it's a healthy alternative rather than hiding and shaming and being judgmental and saying, you can't do this, you can't do that, and don't have sex for a year or all that other stuff. Um, in treatment and early sobriety, and we start attaching ourselves to people and fixing on the sex we want to have with the guy that we have this hot crush on for a minute. Um, I don't know how medicinal that is. And I don't know how useful that is. I think we've all done something of that nature. We've all crossed into those murky waters. And I think I had this sponsor one time say to me, I hope you sponsor all the hottest guys in the room. I don't know what that
Oh,
thumb
it's
mark
something
is.
I think it
Did
was
I do some kind of
yeah,
movement?
you did some
Okay.
movement. That's what came up.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we do like I don't know if we can do it. Only he can,
That
but
was weird.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but
yeah.
um, but he said, I hope you sponsor all the hottest guys in the room. And what he meant by that was to learn boundaries, to learn how
Yeah.
to really be present with people who you're attracted to.
David, I love
Saying that,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Go
will
ahead. Go
just
ahead.
finish with
Yeah.
this. Saying that, I have always encouraged my sponsees and the men I've worked with to engage in sexual activity in a healthy
Absolutely.
way. I've always encouraged it. And even with 7 days,
Yeah.
if you go to the bathhouse, if you're going to hook up, if you're going to use that app, do it. Call me, call somebody, do it in a way that you feel comfortable doing it. If you're
Absolutely.
triggered, talk about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work. It's not always healthy.
That's
You know,
that's so important. I'm always with my
Mhm.
sponsors now. I will never tell someone to not. I'm not. That's not
yeah,
my responsibility. Is not to tell you not to do it.
yeah,
But I always say, like it says on 69, it's like we don't want to be the arbiter of it, or 68, 69.
yeah,
We don't be the arbiter of anyone's sex
yeah,
conduct, but somebody better be, and hopefully it's you.
Mhm.
And so
yeah,
that means
yeah.
checking your motives. What's going on? Why are you doing this? And be okay with that.
And let me just say this as well,
Mhm.
because I think this is important.